Oddly quiet here. I don't.
Oh, this is the part where Jeremy says weird stuff.
Fuck it, fire noise. All right, what is going on, everybody? What is going on? Welcome to this week's episode 211 of the STS Guys. I am Scott.
Hey, it's Larry.
I'm Mike.
And we are the STS Guys, the weekly podcast where we sit around, shoot the shit, and talk about anything geeky, nerdy, or cool. What is going on this week, guys?
I think this is the part where I'm supposed to say, it's been a week.
It's been a week. So, I don't normally like to go through here and do my own props, but I did. I've just realized about 10 seconds before we hit live that I would have to do that intro, and I didn't mess it up. So, pat on the back for me.
You did it well.
I did it well.
Yeah, nailed it.
Normally, I have to sit and listen back to old ones to be like, what did he say?
You've heard it 200 something times.
I know, but I don't remember it.
Jeremy's
still
fairly consistent. No,
yeah.
I'm 100% sure nobody cares.
No. But here's the thing: is
Scott messed it up.
Yeah, no, they call it out. That's the saddest thing is somebody in that chat will call that shit out the second I fuck it up. So I have to make sure I get it right. If they don't, Jeremy will text me and be like, you fucked it up. So
it's been a long time, I feel like, since we've actually done a podcast without Jeremy. So yeah. Well done, Scott.
Yes.
Way to go backing up Jeremy. I feel like we should address last week because I did see we skipped last week. Big surprise because bi-weekly. But we kind of made the decision after Scott had scheduled it to go live. Scott actually texted me in the morning. He's like, "Hey, you good for the podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then Mike messaged me and was like, "Hey, I got work stuff." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then when I thought about it, I'm like, "There's really nothing to talk about."
Yeah. I had nothing at that point.
I'm like, I got nothing. So I texted Scott. I'm like, "Hey, do we even have anything?" And he's like, "No, man, I don't think so." I'm like, "Let's just skip." We could complain about Moon Knight, but I'm like, I don't even feel like complaining about Moon Knight.
You don't like Moonlight?
Here's the thing.
No.
Okay. We can talk about that here for a little bit because
wait real quick. But you scheduled it. I think you went in and canceled it, but I don't think it canceled all the way.
No,
Ed was sitting there waiting for us to go live.
It was too late to cancel. So when I went in to cancel it was like, we can't guarantee that this is actually gonna get out of things.
I felt bad because Ed shared out something on his Instagram story about waiting for us, and I saw it an hour after we 11 or 12 at night. I'm like, oh no, Ed was waiting and we didn't cancel.
Sorry, Ed. I tried to cancel it. I tried to cancel it, but yeah, it ended up being. I
did not hesitate to throw you under the bus until Ed that Scott was supposed to cancel that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that was on me. It was because it was within a certain time frame.
Yeah, it was too close.
We may not be able to cancel this before it. Go see. Ed says it's okay, y'all worth waiting for. I know, Ed. I know. Okay. I didn't know because I know Jeremy didn't like Moon Knight 2, but I will let him when he gets back.
Yeah,
bitch about it for a little bit, but let's go into it because I think we have kind of the three things. As Mike, it seems like you thought it was good.
I thought it was good. Yeah,
I thought it was okay, and then Larry didn't like it. So, okay, so we got a topic for this one, but before we go into that, so we'll talk Moon Knight today. Because
we clearly didn't prep. We can talk Moon Knight. Did anybody see Doctor Strange?
Not yet.
I did.
All right, Scott, Mike, and I did. All right, cool.
Well, you guys could obviously,
maybe we'll do
a
no
spoiler type of thing.
Yeah,
I will be going.
You don't have tickets.
I don't have tickets.
It's Saturday. It came out Thursday. You didn't see yet?
No, I have a thing called a life.
You have nothing. No, you don't. You have nothing more important than Doctor Strange or any Marvel movie. Yeah. Number one priority.
Marvel. I will be going in the next 2 days. I guess got to find a time because here's the thing. I know for a fact my wife does not give a shit. She's not gonna go. my daughter isn't going to want to go. So I got to find a time where I can like go just me and be that weird guy in the theater.
I go to the movies by myself all the time. It's not weird at all.
Yeah.
To Marvel movies, it's not so weird. Some movies you're like, this is kind of weird.
Well,
Alvin and the
Teletubbies
Chipmunks.
ones, but yeah.
Yeah.
You probably should go see that one by yourself, but Doctor Strange 2, figure it out.
I liked it.
Yeah, I guess we could. Why don't we do that real quick? Then we'll talk about Moon Knight. I liked it too. It was good. That's all I gotta say. Go see it. We'll do super spoilers later.
Is it top 10? No.
No. Yeah.
But it's not bottom 10 either. It's no Iron Man 2 or Thor 2 or it's
it's hard.
It's no Incredible Hulk.
Yeah. No, it's pretty good.
It's better than Eternals.
Yeah.
Dude, everything's better. I could take a shit on the floor and it would be better than Eternals. Does Doctor Strange at least bring up the whole fact that there's some giant hand sticking out of the ocean and the Earth still somehow works?
It does not acknowledge Eternals in any way. I don't think that's a spoiler.
So I guess they're never going to just acknowledge that they're just never going to acknowledge the fact that like they altered.
Well, it's a timeline thing, right? We don't know where Eternals is compared to Doctor Strange or
the rest of the MCU.
Moon Knight or it's
true.
But like, here's the thing: is they clearly were trying to set it up that because it was pre-break of the timeline, it was supposed to be the normal. I guess they could just play it off.
Well, I mean, COVID could have messed it up, right? Because Doctor Strange was supposed to be out a year ago.
Yeah,
it was supposed to be out before Eternals.
That's right. That's crazy.
I just want them to just acknowledge something with it because it's frustrating the hell out of me. Eternals ended with the thing of the hand, and then they turned, I don't know, most of the Earth's core into marble. Yet apparently that doesn't affect anything on the planet. Like we're good. We're good. It's not molten magma anymore. It's just full on
global warming. That's all.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
There you go. Thanks, Eternals.
Yeah, and no news. Like at some point, you thought maybe in Moon Knight there would be some news saying. Did you
guys know there's a Halloween special this year? A Marvel Halloween special?
No, I knew about the Guardians Christmas.
There's a Christmas special, but apparently there's a Marvel's Halloween special with the werewolf.
Oh,
okay, interesting. That's where Moon Knight debuted, right? In a werewolf comic.
Yeah.
So maybe Moon Knight will pop up in that. Yeah. All right. Cool. Interesting. I did not know that. I would say if you haven't seen Doctor Strange 2, it might be worthwhile to watch WandaVision again real quick. Get a nice WandaVision refresher if you have time. Like it's not necessary, but right, it's got Scarlet Witch in it. So yeah, I as I was watching, I'm like, maybe I should have watched. It made me kind of want to watch WandaVision again. So
Sam Raimi did
that out there.
He came out and said he didn't watch because it wrapped 2 weeks before they were starting this movie. That's how long ago,
Yeah,
it's been sitting there. That's
how long
crazy.
This has all been going.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, so yeah, go see it, Scott. Go see it. We'll talk about it. Hopefully, Jeremy will be back and we all can talk about it because I'm pretty sure he's going to figure out a way to go see it too.
Yeah, I'll cart him in like a wheelchair or something. We'll figure out a way to get him over there.
Yeah, you sit in the handicap section.
Yeah.
Listen, after I had
Jeremy's
mine done,
okay.
I went back to work in 2 days. All I'm saying.
Really? Wow. Okay. Good.
I had it was a long weekend. I think I had my surgery on a Thursday. I was back to work on a Tuesday.
That's not bad.
I'm not a wuss.
Pretty
though.
quick.
That's all I'm saying. I'm a little bit of a wuss.
Everybody heals differently. Like I'm sure he's okay.
Different situations though. It's
yeah.
Mine was a little less invasive than his.
Yep.
Okay. So hopefully Jeremy's
I'll cart him out there, or we'll wash our hands with soap at some point. We'll watch.
It'll be out there soon.
Just get on TikTok because if you're not careful, it has literally the whole movie.
All right. Well, that's what I say. When I go in, I'll wash my hands with soap if I really need to watch it.
There were a lot of video spoilers this time, like surprisingly. Like I did see stuff on Twitter beforehand, which was it didn't ruin it for me.
I'm staying off of like Instagram. I'm trying to stay off of like Facebook, like all the different things where I know people will post that shit up. I don't really do Twitter all that often, so I don't and who I follow, I don't think is gonna.
Well, people put it
spoil
in
anything.
at replies now. They're like,
Yeah.
this, you know.
Like every at reply just to mess with people. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like
So
it's
good that I stay off of
obnoxious.
it.
Yeah. Like I saw somebody actually post on Instagram, like on their story or something. They're like, stay off Twitter. There's Doctor Strange spoilers out. This is like Wednesday, I think. And I immediately went to Twitter to find this Doctor Strange spoilers. So it's just, whatever.
Because you're that guy.
Yeah, because I'm that guy. I'm like, I couldn't not know that I had to go seek it out. It did not ruin the movie for me.
I don't know if you have to watch anything before this. I mean, if you've seen WandaVision, you don't have to have a,
maybe the
even
what if.
even
Hell,
Doctor
right?
Strange 1, I don't think you need. You don't need
No.
what if.
Surprisingly, no. Yeah, what if is no.
Not really.
Yeah.
No. I
just
know
kind
there's
of-
Dark Doctor from What If, but right, like that's in the
No spoilers.
that's in it, it's not a spoiler if you could see him.
It is.
in
It kind of is, though.
It could be, Scott. No
I-
spoilers.
Larry, is it a spoiler to say that most of the stuff in the trailer is not what it seems like?
I don't think so. Plus, you just said it. Yeah.
Right.
I think that
it's
which is good. That's what I
yeah.
I
It's
kinda
not
wanted
what
to
you
be like-
think.
to like say,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I said, I only bring it up because you can see what
Yeah.
appears to be him, right? That character from What If
Mhm.
in the commercials or in that. So I'm like, it's not a spoiler if it's in the trailer.
the trailers show a lot, but like Mike said, there's some surprises and things don't go exactly the way that maybe we expected
Right.
beforehand. So it was good. All right. That's enough Doctor Strange. We will come back for a whole lot of Doctor Strange really soon.
We'll do an actual
Moon
one.
Knight. Did you guys watch the last episode? Because I'll
did.
be honest, I didn't even watch the last episode.
Okay.
You
So
didn't watch?
here's the thing.
No, the last episode of Moon Knight's the best
Is it?
episode of Moon Knight.
It locks in a whole bunch of stuff. So here's where my
Okay.
problem was.
It's great. The after credit scene was perfect.
Yeah, the first 5 started off good and then kind of went into poo-poo territory, right? Like the first 2,
Yeah,
good.
first one was okay.
And then it went to doo-doo because they were trying to set up all the story and this mystery and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the last episode tied everything back together and ended well to where I was like, okay,
It's like
I like
50%
it.
action. It was
yeah.
the fight
okay.
scenes were some of the best Marvel fight scenes in a long time.
So
Cool.
we're going to
Well,
go over a couple of things though, because
Yeah, I'm cool with spoilers.
Spoilers, so-
Sell me on it. Tell me why I need to
There's
So-
not a
wake
lot
up
to
tomorrow
spoil.
morning and
there's not a lot
watch
to
it,
spoil
no?
other than
Okay.
one thing. So at the very beginning, it's kind of weird that you always saw like the first scene when Steven zonks out and then he kind of comes back to consciousness. There's a bunch of dudes dead and he's holding like the bloody scarab. And then he does the car chase where he keeps blacking out and coming back and he's like brutally murdering a bunch of people. You find out that wasn't Mark.
Wasn't Mark or Steven.
It wasn't Mark or Steven. So at the
Oh.
very end of it, you're like, at another point, they're struggling and they black out, and then all the bad guys are dead. Like
Yeah,
it goes.
There's a part where they're fighting, and you don't care about spoilers, Larry.
No, I don't care.
The Arthur has him like he's gonna die. He blacks out, wakes up, everybody's dead.
Like everybody's
Everybody.
dead, and even like, yeah, Arthur is like he's holding him like limp body, about to like do the finishing blow, and you're like,
Steven's like, was that you? He's like, no.
no. So you find
And
out
then
Jake.
Raylan's like,
Third one?
what the hell happened?
So in the comics there is a third.
I remember
So-
you mentioned that there were
And
multiples. Yeah.
there was more than the 2, and I was like, that's weird that they're only focusing on the 2.
Yeah.
In one scene when he's in like I think 4th episode 2, you have another person who has like a broken nose.
5th
Right.
episode, right? That
4th or 5th, yeah, one of the 2.
Mm.
He
and
kept,
you're like,
saying,
and
he kept saying, doctor.
Doctor, yeah, it has like a weirder way of talking. Like that was, but it was so quick. You're like, oh, and it's such a weird episode. You didn't realize what it was, but it was Jake, right? The cab driver. That's. Let's just put it this way.
Spanish?
Yeah. So. It for Mark. So Mark Spector, he has like the super innocent, nice guy. Stephen Grant. He has Mark, who's like the thing, and then he has the which is with people with DID. If you ever know, one of the first personalities they always generally create is what they call the Protector, which is basically like a very violent, angry person. And so he has basically balls to the wall murder machine Jake Lockley that is his third personality. This is from the comics. And they never brought it up. I was like, oh, that's going to be like a season 2 thing where they start to figure out. But no, they full on Jake Lockley throughout this thing. And then, yeah, to your point, the end credit scene 100% confirms that is indeed Jake Lockley.
And they're definitely getting at least a second season, or, you know, he carried that pretty good, you know, switching between everybody in a moment's notice and everything. I'd watch a whole Moon Knight movie, but I prefer a series of Moon Knight.
Seriously. And I do like at the end when they started kind of working together, and Mark and Steven were working together and be like, and actually having the conversation, and then just like, to your point.
Yeah, the fight scene, one of them would be fighting, they'd cut and go back, and it'd be the other one.
Yeah.
Like he just
flipping back and forth, and their conversation, and yeah, like Oscar Isaac was doing really good talking to himself and switching like mannerisms, and like obviously he had that really bad British accent, which is based off of which explains why it's really bad.
Yeah.
Too in the thing, right? Because it's based because he's not British, and it's based off of a character on a TV show that talks with a bad British accent. So he's that character, his version of that thing based off of him is the bad British accent.
And the whole Layla thing, it'll be interesting to see what they do with her.
Scarab,
because she got powers.
I saw that. I saw the Funko Pop.
Oh yeah,
where she accepts
thanks Funko.
Yeah,
Tawaret's. She becomes the avatar of Tawaret.
Yeah.
So
Arthur killed all those gods then, right? Because that's how it works when a god takes over. And they die, that means that God dies, because that's what happened to the bad guy or the bad god at the very end in the after credit scene, right?
Yeah. So here's what they have to be physically in them,
right? And that's they all were in the temple.
If they were at the temple, I have to go back and watch to see if they actually were inside them, or if the avatars were just acting, right? So they could basically claim like, no, that was just my avatar using my power, kind of like the suit for Moon Knight, not me in the avatar. But yeah, you're totally right. Those gods would have died.
They did. Yeah,
they did if they were physically. They locked it once they're inside a human body, controlling it. Like they would be dead.
So, real quick, shout out to the chat. What's up, Ed? What's up, Manny? What's up, Heather? That means Jessica's nearby. What's up, Shadow Lord 181? And shout out to Miss Alex Games, because I know she listened to our stream last time. So what's up, everybody? And we got a question from the chat, or a comment. Manny says, I thought there will be no season 2. I Googled it, and I found an article on Comic Book Reporter where Oscar Isaac says that they're not working on one right now. So I guess maybe to be determined, but
and see,
most likely, I guess, kind of based on that ending.
As of a couple days ago,
I didn't know who Arthur was either. I had to Google it.
Arthur's the
I'm like,
guy.
yeah, I wasn't sure.
So they don't have a confirmed season 2 yet. It's one of the few that didn't have like a season 2 confirmed before the end of season 1, right?
But none of
them are. Yeah, but none of the Marvel shows have had a season 2 yet, have they?
Loki, on the very last episode of Loki, they said Loki will be back for season 2.
Okay, yeah. That one, I mean, that's
they had to for Loki.
Yeah, I mean, it's Tom Hiddleston. Like they knew that one was going to be popular. Yeah, that one was a given. This one,
you think they're showing up in Thor: Love and Thunder?
Probably. At some point, they have to have some sort of
like he pops in for something?
Some sort of reference to it. That's an end credit scene or something that they could pull in.
Could be, yeah. I have another theory on Loki, an idea, but we can't talk about it until we talk about Doctor Strange too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think he'll be back. Like, obviously he'll be back, but I think he'll be back like bigger picture wise.
Like I said, he has another series, so
season
2. So yeah,
which will be fun.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So Manny brings it up. So he said, did Jake speak Spanish in the end credits, but in the episode he did not? You're right. And so that's where I think Mike was like, maybe, because he traditionally, I always think, I guess for whatever reason, I was pictured like New York cabbie, right?
Mhm.
And I think
Well,
that's when
what
he was
in the comic.
in the comics, right? And so, but that very thick New York accent, and when he's in the room with Harrow, to Ed's point, Arthur, we said Arthur, it's Arthur Harrow, right? The bad guy. So when he's with Harrow, he does, it sounds more like the New York, like you said, he's like doctor, in that. And then he could be like, I don't know, New York, Puerto Rican or whatever, speaking Spanish.
2 languages.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he could.
I can't because I'm dumb, but
people can, and it might just be fitting for he's about to off a person. That's fitting to say something profound. He's like, I'll use a different language, right? So
that's an easy way to show that it's different. If you're just talking your normal voice, like it would get kind of confusing, right? So the accents and stuff are just the easy way.
The easier way to flip between the two.
Our friend Tyler Calvert, shout out to Tyler Calvert. He's got an awesome YouTube channel. It's called Tyler Calvert. He says, right, Sam from Captain America and the Winter Soldier, right?
It's a new
it's now
Captain
America
movie
instead of a season 2 of that show. So,
which I think
that one's
continuing
better. On.
I think for the Captain Winter Soldier, I think a movie would have been better. That you could have.
It's still my least favorite.
It a little bit better.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, maybe Moon Knight is my least favorite, but
no, I think the last episode's going to turn you on it. I really do.
All right. I will give faith in that and stick with my Captain America and the Winter Soldier was the worst, or Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Watch the last episode of Moon Knight. Like I said, for me, it didn't put it back up to great, but it made it go from like, I don't really like this to like, okay, it was good. Like I was happy with the way it ended. To be fair, I was like that with Loki too. Mm-hmm. Throughout Loki, the first everything
Loki
I was like,
some downtime in the middle too.
The dips in the middle, but then I was like, this is gonna go nowhere. There's 0 consequences to this entire thing. It's just some bullshit like way to get the Loki thing, and then there was actual consequences and shit went down the last episode. And I was like, okay,
phase 4,
yeah, and I was like, there we go, okay, done. Like, all right, I enjoy it now because you actually had a consequence to the show more than right. I mean, WandaVision did too, but
it was
not
trying
as much.
To set stuff up.
Yeah.
I don't know. WandaVision was weird because WandaVision basically just reset everything.
Yeah,
that was the end. It's like, which made sense, but I don't know.
I like.
Are we good? Yeah. Oh, it was okay. I will watch it. Manny, most likely, we will talk Doctor Strange 2 next week. You missed that. Mike and I saw it. We both liked it. Scott has not seen it yet, so we're gonna wait till Scott sees it, and then we'll do Doctor Strange spoilers.
So, it'll be within the next day or two. It's probably as long as I can hold out with spoilers.
I'm surprised you've made it this long without.
Without
one of the spoilers.
I have avoided social media like the plague during this time.
That's what everybody should do all the time, but
no.
Get out of here.
No.
Moderate amount. A moderate amount.
Just daily active user. Just be active once throughout the day.
Check it. Go away. Yeah, no, I've been trying to just shy away because I know most of my friends, some of them in this podcast might be dicks and would share stuff just to be mean to spoil things. So will not go on to those things. So just know I will not be on social media for a while.
I think you need to leave work early on Monday and just go see it.
My plan is after work Monday.
Yeah, just leave work early and go see it.
Just take
go to Alamo or something and go see it.
Let's see.
Look what I got this week.
What'd you buy? We didn't even do that.
Ooh, yeah, we haven't done that. Oh, but yeah, you showed me this when he
Steam Deck.
It's got the Steam Deck.
Oh, cool.
So basically a Switch that you can play real video games on.
Yeah. Anything you get off almost anything you get off Steam. I was playing Portal on it.
That's cool. Ian wanted one of those. He told me the other day. So
they're pretty dope.
Yeah, you like it so far?
Yeah. I got
Cool.
GTA 5 on it.
Cool.
Cyberpunk 2077.
So let's go
Bit
over a
of
couple
the
of things.
Elden
So, like,
Ring.
you've been playing it, right? So how's the battery life? Like, let's
I
go
haven't
through
played it that
do your
long yet.
review.
Battery life pretty okay. I think you get about 4 or 5 hours of playtime, so like a Switch.
Yeah, that's fair.
It does have these built-in back buttons,
I see it. Yeah.
which I like. It's got these like movie pads that are touch sensitive, so you could just go like this and it moves. The buttons feel great. The joystick feels good. The screen's great. Other than the storage, like maybe for Ian the little one's good. But like this one I got, it has 512 gigs. I had to get a terabyte card because it's almost already full.
Okay. Good
But
to
you
know.
can put a micro SD in it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And you can actually download all of the 3D models for the outside. Because you can change it. You can print your own.
Print your own.
Yeah.
Like grips and that sort of stuff.
Yeah. It's a good
That's
weight.
cool.
It's nice. I think
That's what I was worried about was battery life and weight. Like, is it like
it's not heavy. And it's pretty comfortable to hold because I got big dumb hands, but you could see that they it's not flat in the back.
I like the curve.
Yeah.
That actually seems part of my problem with like playing the Switch for a long time is because that one looks taller than the Switch is, so it fits like your entire hand.
You
don't
can
have, like,
see how I'm holding it.
Yeah. You don't have the weird like my pinky doesn't fit on a Switch, right? When you're holding it, like it's got this weird like grip thing, and the fact that it has like the actual comfort around the back, like
it's great. And if you have Steam games already, it plays most of them. I think it says it guarantees like 2,000 games worth on it, and like one of them's Elden Ring. I'm pretty sure that's
cool.
one of them, and it just came out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah. Well, and you mentioned some of the other big ones like GTA and Cyberpunk, right? Some of the big ones that are on the consoles. So it's cool that you can have kind of the Nintendo Switch portability and be able to play those games. So.
Yeah, I think that's going to be my new travel boy.
Yeah.
I could see that. That's a good one because it can also do the same stuff, right? You can put like apps for like Netflix and that sort of stuff on it, right? Or
I'm
not
not
yet.
sure. I haven't tried yet. You can emulate it because it's basically Linux, I think.
Okay.
But you can put emulators on it. I'm pretty sure you can. I've seen people put like Game Boy emulators and stuff like that on it.
That's cool.
But it's a quality product from Steam, which is weird, or from Valve.
Yeah.
But
That's good.
And I like I said, I got it Friday. So I haven't had much time to really. Yeah, it's brand new. I pre-ordered it like 9 months ago. You had to like put $5 down.
Okay.
And they got a dock coming out for it, so you can like literally a Nintendo Switch. You plug it in and it puts it to the TV.
Cool. I don't know. I think that makes like the Steam and the PC games a little bit cooler. For me, who's never really played any PC games in a really, really long time. It just never interested me. But if I can bring it on the go and hook it up to my TV if I want, plus sit down on my computer and just play like you normally would, it makes it a lot more versatile, which is kind of cool. If
you're interested in it at all, you should throw $5 down because they're going to be.
That's what I was just going to ask you. I see here that it came out in February, but yours took like 3 more months or 2 more months to
because I ordered it 2 hours later.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, if you wanted one for like Christmas time, you might want to throw $5 down on it now
because it's saying October 2022 or later if you do reservations now on the site. So
and I mean, it's only $5 down. You get it back if you don't buy it.
Oh, okay.
you know. So
it's very little risk. All right,
It's
cool.
game.
No, good tip. Thank you. I will definitely look into that. Ian wanted it for that 15-hour drive back to Phoenix we got coming up next month. So obviously
oh
won't
yeah,
be
I
here in
don't,
time
I
for
don't
that.
know about
So
that one, but
good to know. But October, Christmas might be an option. So that's
Yeah. Just
got the
yeah,
tab
it's not
open.
happening for like in a couple weeks.
apparently
just
it's
due
not
to-
happening for June.
Yeah, not.
Unless I'm sure there's some on eBay or that kind of stuff at a premium, but no,
yeah,
thank
you
you.
don't pay a premium for it if you can just wait. That's dumb.
He doesn't need it. It's not a necessity.
I also got. Watch out, Augie.
Oh,
This bad
cool.
boy,
Lego.
Ooh,
the premium
Oh.
land speeder.
Yeah. Very cool. That's huge.
This
I
is
mean,
not
just
for
the
building.
box is huge. No, it's just for saving and
It's for saving and then waiting in a year.
okay. Yeah.
Seeing what happens.
See,
You know,
Seems like one of the ones that'll go
but
up.
Maybe resell. Maybe if it doesn't go up, then you build it.
I don't like Star Wars, so
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
it came.
Yeah,
with
good
a-
point. Why are you even buying a Star Wars thing?
to put in the closet, and it
I
can
know.
wait there until
Yeah.
you know, a Doctor Who set that sold for $40 3 years ago is now $200. So I mean,
Okay.
it's
Cool. Yeah. Throw it in the closet.
So Manny has a question for us.
All
I
right.
figure this is a good thing. It says, does your theater turn off the lights during the trailers? His doesn't. I don't think the ones that I go to, the only one that does, and as is the brew house ones. So the ones that you can eat stuff, they tend to turn theirs darker quicker. I found, but it always gets even darker for the actual movie itself.
yeah, like mine it's bright when everybody's milling in, but as soon as the previews start, they turn it down to like
50.
50%. And then when the movie starts, they turn it down to like 10 or whatever, you know,
Yeah.
like
The lowest. Yeah.
Get it? Yeah.
So my most recent example, we went and saw Doctor Strange at Alamo Drafthouse. Alamo Drafthouse most certainly had the lights off or down as far as they could go, or as far as they would go during the trailers. Because we got there, like, I don't know, they were super busy and super behind on the food orders. So I remember because it got dark and their guy hadn't come over to pick up our food order yet off of the little piece of paper. So because I had to still write things as the lights were off. So Alamo definitely does. I don't know, hit or miss, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like
And that's
the
what I said. Like, I think that the
chains
food ones
do, like, yeah, AMC I think it does the dimmy.
Yeah, like I said, it's like they put it
the
on the
half
dimmer,
lights.
right? They like flip
Yeah.
off the ones right by the screen, leave the back on or whatever, and then keep it going.
Yeah. Good question, Manny. We got another question from the chat. Tyler, so since you brought up trailers, what did you think of the Avatar 2 trailer?
Not interested at all.
couldn't care less.
Here's the thing: is how many years ago did they announce Avatars 2 and 3? And
Good God, I don't know.
Yeah,
When
it's
did
10 at
Avatar
this
1
point.
come out?
even before I saw the trailer, I have not been interested, and the trailer won't interest me in the show. Like
2009 was when the first one came out. So, and I think they announced a trailer or a sequel right
within
after, right?
when he was like, he did his plans was within like a year or two of that. So that's it's
I'm with you guys.
not interesting to me at all. Like even if the trailer could be spectacular, I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah. 0. I don't care.
I have
I don't-
never seen the first one because every time I've tried to watch it, I fell asleep.
So here's the thing.
Every time.
So just
I don't think we finished
watch
it. It was bad.
Go watch Pocahontas
It's the same
or go
thing, right?
watch Dances with Wolves. You've watched Avatar. Congratulations.
Same story,
It's just not in space.
I mean, people really liked it, so I'm happy for them. If you, Tyler, if you like it, I'm excited that you guys get a sequel finally, and I'm sure it'll be good enough. But yeah, I'm not in a hurry to go see it.
Yeah, and that's where I want to say it's like it's not for me for whatever reason. As much as
Ed says the director's cut is far superior for the first version too. So if you haven't seen it, oh God! And real quick, shout out to Galactic Brat, who is an awesome Twitch streamer and is also friends with the Lost Astronaut Coffee Company. What up? Yeah, nice hat, Scott.
Yeah. So yeah, no, like here's the thing. Like I wanted to go into the first Avatar liking it, and I watched it, and I was like, like, everyone loves this movie. I was like, I guess.
Did you see it at the theater, or did you like?
I saw it in the theaters. I saw it in theaters. I was like, cool. And then there's a couple things I have. I for whatever reason I do not like Sam Worthington. I cannot like him. Everything that they're in, I'm like, I just don't like him. Like, I tried to watch the remake of Clash of the Titans with him. I was like, God.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm Sully from the
Yeah, I didn't know who that was till I googled it, and like I recognize that guy, but yeah, I recognize him from the human parts of Avatar. Yeah. I'm with Mike. Like, I remember, I think we got it probably like Redbox or something. Wasn't that a thing people did in 2009?
I bought it on 3D Blu-ray because I had recently bought a 3D TV, and I'm like, let's do it, baby. Avatar,
the ultimate.
Yeah, 10 minutes in.
Yeah, I don't think we finished it. Me and my wife, I remember we watched it, but didn't make it all the way through. I'm pretty sure it was not for me. Visually, whatever, it looks cool, but not
super cool on that one. Yeah, like, it looks good, and I can tell you this one is going to be the same thing. Visually, you're going to be like, oh shit, like, this thing, it's like basically like a showcase of CGI versus actually being like, let's make a quality movie.
Since we brought up trailers, I'm going to bring up another random trailer. Did you guys see the Chippendales Rescue Rangers trailer?
Oh yeah,
I will watch that day one. First off,
me too.
The idea that they have the different animation styles because one gave up and the other didn't. So like,
that's so weird. I want to hear that like explained. Yeah,
like CGI surgery.
Yeah, one did CGI,
I know. It's weird.
And one stayed it right. So they get to. They go through, and you have John Mulaney and
Andy
Samberg as Chip and Dale.
Seth Rogen talking to himself as two different characters is hilarious.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah, and glad you brought up. It's basically Roger Rabbit 2.
Yeah,
with the different things.
Very similar.
I'm so excited for it.
I very much appreciate that all three of us have no interest in the sequel to like one of the top grossing movies of all time, but we're all 100% on board for Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Because they have the Chip and Dale's.
They didn't even play that in the trailer though, did they?
I'm sure they'll play it in the show.
They have to. They're gonna. I mean, they have to. Like opening, opening scenes has to.
That song, to this day, I can still sing most of the theme songs. Rescue Rangers was only second though. I guess I'm gonna say that one's third.
You better say the right ones.
It's third. Okay, DuckTales number one.
Yeah.
And then closely behind DuckTales.
Can I guess?
Spin.
Oh, okay.
Tailspin, yeah.
I was gonna say Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck is 4.
That one's up there too.
That one's up there. That's number 4 though. No, dude.
All
Tailspin.
Gummy Bears is pretty good.
Yeah. All of those Disney cartoons had great theme songs.
Even not the Disney ones. I think you go back to Batman the Animated Series had the awesome thing. Like the 90s defined awesome credits. To me, for whatever reason, that went away. And maybe it's because most of my cartoons now are the ones that my kid can watch. So I have to I'm
Doc McStuffins.
Coco Melon.
Yeah, they have all these stupid intros. And it's awful. And I can't handle it. And so I want to go back to the thing it's Tailspin and DuckTales is they're on my regular playlist that those things will just pop up and for me to listen to. I don't know. I cannot tell you any cartoon nowadays that I could say the same thing, or kids would be like, when I'm an adult, that will be on my playlist because they just don't exist. You're right. Gummy Bears bouncing here and there and everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a good one too.
90s Ninja Turtles.
That was a good theme song too. Yeah, that's top 5 probably too all time cartoon 90s theme songs for sure.
Even back then you had Street Sharks, you had the Biker Mice from Mars. They all had rock and these awesome action sequence intros.
Hell yeah.
Ed's dropping some knowledge in the chat. Fun fact: theme song to TMNT was written by the guy that created Big Bang Theory.
Chuck
I did not
Lorre?
know that.
Like Chuck. Yeah, I was gonna say, is that Chuck
maybe
Lorre?
or the other guy? I don't know. TMNT theme song cartoon.
Go back to watch the movies or the
Did Chuck Lorre? Apparently,
What?
yes.
So you just got to go back to this
This is the worst interview of my career.
with the director of that, because I think they did bring up like the theme song on the Ninja Turtles episode.
Probably, yeah. I don't know. Are there any other trailers? I feel like there's a trailer. Did we talk about the Thor trailer?
No, but I'm excited for
The
that.
Thor Love and Thunder
Right.
trailer.
We haven't talked about that. Yeah, no, because that was probably what we were going to talk about last week, but didn't get a chance to. So
So good.
Couldn't think about it.
There's definitely a character edited out of that one scene, right? Where it's Hem and Korg watching Guardians leave, and there's a big empty space.
It's
that
too
we
empty.
know
It's
like
too
awkward.
empty. That's kind of like when they did the Spider-Man No Way Home, when it was like him swinging, he saw all the bad guys at him. You're like,
Yeah.
that's zoomed out way too far
Well,
for it just to be him.
the
Like they
one
wouldn't have
where-
done that angle.
With the ghost punch on Lizard.
Yeah,
Well, that was only on
right.
the one, right?
Oh, that was on the Brazilian one, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they've clearly proven that they will edit out parts of
Stuff. Or
scenes and
change it
characters.
completely, right? In
Like that too.
Endgame,
Endgame.
or Infinity War, where they had the Hulk at the end running.
Yeah.
and
That's right.
And you don't see the Hulk Buster at all.
Yeah, the Hulk is never there. Yeah, but right, Thor 4, Love and Thunder, July 8th. So that's our next Marvel movie after.
That's in
now
just
that
2
Creed has
months.
come out.
2 months.
It is super quick. You know what? I googled Miss Marvel too. Miss Marvel comes out June 8th on Disney Plus. So we're only a month away from Miss Marvel, and we're 2
And a month
months
from that,
away from
from-
Thor, which is awesome.
I
And
would
then
just
it-
always forget, like right with Marvel right now, it's like every month there's going to be something
It's
new.
so fast,
And
yeah.
if it's not Marvel, it's Mike's dreaded Star Wars.
Yeah. Because Obi-Wan comes out real soon too.
Kumail's in
Um,
that. I'm
in
excited
that?
about that. Kumail Nanjiani.
I have no idea who that is.
You do. He's in Eternals. He was in Silicon Valley. Kumail Nanjiani, the Indian guy from Silicon Valley,
Larry,
Oh,
the comedian.
Yes, I do know. The guy from Silicon Valley. Duh.
Wow.
Larry,
Big
that was
Well,
bad. I was
so the
like,
weird
dude,
thing is,
I
like-
don't know what to tell you other than what Mike's already said.
Yeah, it's like yeah. But I googled it. I must have spelled his name wrong because some author guy's LinkedIn came up, and I was super confused there for a second.
So,
Wow.
But yes, I am very familiar with that guy who I'm not going to try to say his name because Silicon Valley.
Kumail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come out.
Kumail,
Yep.
that guy.
And-
Indoor Kids.
He's in what? He's in Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he
awesome.
will
Good
be.
for him. Good for him. He's
Yeah,
in
he's
a
Star
Marvel
Wars
movie.
and
He's in
Marvel.
Star Wars now. That's awesome.
See, that
Yeah.
used to be a big thing if you were in like the multiple series, but
Oh,
like
yeah. Well, there used
now-
to be 3 Star Wars movies and no superhero movies. Now,
Yeah.
we just said, get one every month. It's less
Yeah.
of a big deal.
less
It's
of
still
a big deal.
cool.
It's
but
it's sad, but yeah, like I really want to.
It's still cool to be in a Star Wars.
What do you guys think is going to happen with DC because they pulled all their movies this year?
I think they're gonna go back to just
Like
animated.
even Shazam's not coming out this year anymore. I
Oh,
don't
really?
think.
I thought it
I think
yeah.
they're DC finally needs to throw in the towel and be like,
Well, Discovery bought DC.
Yeah.
Discovery bought Warner Brothers,
really?
and then
Yeah.
apparently they want to bring the Snyderverse back. So there's, from what I was reading, they're thinking about
Oh, okay.
scrapping everything and giving it back to Snyder.
no,
I don't
know
like
if
it
that's the
either.
right
don't
move.
do that. That is not the right move. You're gonna make money, but you're not gonna make the same amount of money that, like it's too little, too late to try to compete with Marvel. Like you're not gonna be Marvel. Like you're
No.
Just
Just-
give it to Marvel.
yeah.
Justice League came out right. Justice League came out in theaters like 5 years ago. Like it's way too
Yeah.
past its prime
Even
to
the
try
Snyder
to keep that
cut.
going.
Even the Snyder cut was like good at best. right? Like it wasn't great,
No, it
and
was
they
bad.
still like it was like I'm gonna make this way longer for no reason.
I didn't even know Batgirl and Black Adam were a movie.
No. So Tyler, wealth of knowledge. Says that Black Adam, Shazam, and Batgirl are still coming out this year. I googled Shazam. Shazam comes out December 16th, so it's still coming.
So two of those are based on their last real successful movie, which was Shazam, outside of Batman, because the Batman 2 is
it was fine.
Got a sequel. But like if you think back before that one, it was Shazam was the last one that fans all were like, this is actually really good. Do more of these. And so we get Black Adam, which is related to Shazam, right? And then you have Shazam 2, which I'm assuming Black Adam is going to be the bad guy in, right? They're doing the whole set him up and then
I would assume
make him the bad guy.
When does that come out? So Batgirl, I'm not seeing an actual release date, but it's Black Girl starring Leslie Grace. Oh, right. And Michael Keaton's supposed to be in that one too. But Michael Keaton was supposed to be in Flash.
He is, but it got didn't.
Yeah,
Ezra Miller's fighting everybody, so
he's getting like arrested, and
so Black Adam comes out first. Black Adam comes out October 21st.
Yeah,
so that's not too far away.
So
right?
That's what I thought is that's
Pierce
the Rock.
Pierce Brosnan is Dr. Fate. Mm-hmm. That's interesting. I did not know that.
That would be actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Galactic Brack brings up an interesting point that DC does better with their TV shows, which I know we all were fans of some of the CW shows at some point. Right? Yeah. I think they're like, didn't Legends of Tomorrow just get canceled? They're down to
have gone. So
3 of them.
So here's what it is. Done, DC is good about like Marvel goes for like the big bang, right? With their TV shows, 6 episodes, we're gonna knock it out, like epic movie things like that. Yeah. DC is like, no, we're gonna actually have like they're not gonna be like these movie quality things, but they're gonna be good and they'll be fun. The problem with DC is, and the DC like especially the CW shows, they didn't know when enough was enough, and they needed to go out on like a good note and then switch to like a new character and continually cycle that. They like to focus like, oh, Flash is still making money, and then quality declines after 3-4 seasons. It's never going to be as good again. You have to keep upping that ante too much.
I
like Doom Patrol. I don't know if you guys
Doom Patrol was good.
Good.
It's exactly. So like those shows, Galactic Brack brings up Doom Patrol. Like those, they're good and they can go for a little bit and then you can move on.
Titans. I remember good old Nate used to like Titans.
I didn't like Titans.
No, I never watched. I didn't watch Doom Patrol or Titans.
Titans. They went the whole like super serious route, and it just they try to match like the movie tells. Yeah, and I don't like that. Like they needed to go.
It's a little too serious.
Yeah, like you don't have to go like Teen Titans Go crazy levels with it, but you could go back like if you remember back.
It's been done. Yeah. It's been done, and it's been done good. So,
but if you if you go back to the previous Teen Titans, like it wasn't always super serious. Peacemaker, like DC's
the best.
Peacemaker can be the best thing DC's ever done.
It is 100%. So like they do their shows significantly better, and it's just because they're not going for a mini movie. Like you can think about it, like all the Marvel ones are just mini movies that they're trying to slam.
They're 3 movies.
There's 3 movies that they're slamming together.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's what it is, and move on. Whereas DC is like, this is a TV show. We're going to do it as a TV show, and we're going to approach
network.
It
like you're talking about the Arrow and Flash, right? The network shows. That was the big problem with Flash, especially season 1. It was doing so good that they're like, oh crap, like we need to add some more episodes to this. So they extended like the 21 episode season, which is already like a lot, to like 24 or 25. So they had to put in like these filler episodes, and they just drug it out. And like it was kind of that way ongoing, right? Because they had to hit their 20 something episodes because that's what CW ordered and that's what they wanted. They couldn't do the quick thing, 6 episode arc, or like Peacemaker was pretty short, right? There's only a couple episodes of that.
I think there's 8 episodes of Peacemaker.
Yeah, right. An 8 episode season of Flash probably could have been better than the 20 something that we got every time.
And that's my thing is like they they beat that dead horse a little too much trying to get the TV show.
I stopped watching Flash like a year or two ago. I really liked it for a while, even when it was kind of slow and boring. It was still worthwhile. Yeah, I have fond memories of watching the early seasons of Arrow too. I never really watched Legends. Supergirl was a lot of fun too. Ed says that he really likes Superman and Lois. That came out after I was kind of done with Flash, so I never really watched Superman and Lois. I mean, maybe it would actually be worthwhile to sit down and watch next time I'm looking for something, but who knows?
Oh wait, is Superman and Lois like a remake of the Dean Cain show?
No, I don't think so. I think it's with the Superman that got introduced with Supergirl and was part of all those crossovers and stuff. So like I've seen that guy before because he was in a lot of those crossovers episodes, but
all those crossover episodes are great. Yeah, I liked most of those. Yeah. Because I felt comfortable watching those as somebody who watched Supergirl, and I'm like, I know who these people are for the most part. I can figure it out, you know.
Yeah, same, right? Like I'm vaguely familiar with like all the Legends of Tomorrow people and all that, even though I've never watched that show. A lot of them were in Flash or Arrow and stuff too, but
that's like when you watch Warehouse 13 and somebody from Eureka shows up. Like you get it,
right? You're like, hey, like I kind of know Eureka. Yeah.
Shows they need to bring back
very highly of Superman and Lois. Galactic Brat also enjoyed Supergirl. That's awesome. And Tyler brings up Stargirl. That's pretty fun, though nobody talks about it.
Don't even know.
And we won't either.
Yeah, we don't know what that is. So
moving on.
Warehouse 13 and Eureka do need to come back. Or at least a special or something.
Yeah,
I'd love to see a.
I mean, what's the dude from Eureka? He's just the Maytag man now. That's all I've really seen him doing. So he's clearly got time to come. Reprise his role.
I think there's only one person that was doing anything, and it was the assistant sheriff. I forget her name.
They could work around that if they needed to.
Well, I don't think she's done anything recently. I think.
Okay. Yeah, she was before because I see like Warehouse 13 stopped in 2014, so it's been a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, those people from, I mean, one of them was Angel. Oh. Right, that the main guy was Angel.
Yeah.
And he was probably in Bones or something, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Or Morianis or something, whatever his name is.
I remember his name.
Yeah, but no, I just pulled back up because I haven't really thought about Eureka for a while. I've
never seen it, so I'm super lost.
You haven't watched Eureka?
But you go back through it, but like I'm looking back at the cast, and they're in a bunch of the old sci-fi shows.
Yeah,
right. The actors, but none of them have really done a whole lot.
Friend of the show, Felicia Day.
Yeah, she's Felicia's Days in it. She was
friend of the podcast, Felicia Day.
Yeah. I actually have spoken to her on the phone.
She's coming to Emerald City Comic Con.
I know. We'll have to go in and say hi.
Plus Phoenix. No. August, right? That was a weird time for Emerald City. Yeah, you've been.
I'm cool. I think San Diego might just be the one from now on because they won't let me into New York.
Yeah.
No matter how many times I try, they're like, no, you don't get to come here for free.
You don't get to come and be officially talk about us. You have to unofficially talk about us.
I saw because I rip on New York all the time because it's fucking stupid over there.
Forget about it. I do want to go to New York Comic Con next year, 2023. I saw that Toy Fair is the week before New York Comic Con, and then it's the New York Comic Con. So they're sandwiched. So I've always wanted to go to Toy Fair.
I will tell you. You're not missing much at Toy Fair.
I know. So I want
to do missing much at Toy Fair.
I know, but one day at Toy Fair would be worthwhile, right?
Well, here's the thing. It's like an industry thing. You know what I mean? Like can't. We try every year to get into Lego. They will not let us in. And if you were not invited to go to Lego, you're not getting into Lego. you can't get into Bakugan or whatever, night or whoever makes the Bandai. You can't get into Bandai. We only got into Funko to talk to them because of Sully. I mean, you could walk around the booth, but you're not gonna.
There's nothing special other than walking around and looking at, which you see online anyhow, because everybody posts up hundreds of pictures.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I would go just to go.
I don't want to yuck your yum. I'm just saying,
I know.
Don't make a special trip because it's stupid.
If I can do both and like tag team, like New York Toy Fair plus a little Comic-Con, because I've never been to New York Comic-Con either. I'm gonna try to make that happen. We'll see.
Yeah, we always try, but they're like, nah.
I know. I saw press was open because badges went on sale today or something. But I saw press was open and I thought about it for a second. And I'm like, nah, it's not even worth my try. I've even sort of trying.
They're like, we know you could drive here in 4 hours, but we're gonna make you fly 12 to go to any con.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, dicks.
Oh well. You got to go. But yeah, San Diego. It's the best.
Is it?
Yes.
Wait, the town or the convention? The convention's pretty dope. The town could, suck rocks.
I don't know. It's San Diego. Right? It's pretty cool. Yeah. But they have beaches. It's pretty cool.
I just checked, Larry. Comic-Con allotment badges for press just went up.
Are you serious? All right. Good deal. It's about time.
Ooh.
Look at that. Talking Pops.
Right.
2 tickets, baby. 2 tickets to Comic-Con. Now I don't have to cancel my flight and hotel.
I know. We've been waiting.
Yeah,
as a lot of other people have.
Yeah. So that's good news.
That is good news. We'll
because I've been checking constantly.
I got a little nervous this last week. I'm not gonna lie. Like
I didn't know if they counted special edition as your second year. You know what I mean?
You never know. Yeah.
Because when you get press passes, I'm sure people listening don't. You're approved for 2 years. And so when we signed up, we were approved for 2019 and 2020.
And 2020 never happened.
The plague happened. And then now it's 2022. And we were unsure because they had that special edition during Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And we were given passes to that. And
I was like, did that count? Was that?
We were wondering if that counted. Looks like it didn't. So we're good.
That's good. I didn't know until this week that if you went to Comic-Con Special Edition, just like as a regular badge holder, you qualify for pre-reg for 2023.
That would have been worth buying the ticket.
Absolutely. I had no idea. Like I would have just bought it because
they're not selling
one day
any for 2022, right?
No,
you can't buy any because it was for people who had 2020.
Yeah, and I guess there's some returns. Obviously, because some people can't go after 2 years or don't want to go because of COVID. But I think that they're going to do the eBay charity auctions like they did 2 years ago. Which is fine.
That's how Josh gets a ticket for his wife.
Yeah. It's fine. Right. They make some money from charity rather than try to have, 100,000 people fight for 5,000 tickets or whatever less, and plus it raises some money. So it's all good.
Awesome.
All right,
Larry, it looks like it's time to do your thing.
Oh, speaking of things, you should
Good.
That's not a great segue. That's not a
that was choice segue there, sir.
Speaking of things, follow us on Instagram at STS Guys. We're on Twitter at STS Guys. We're on Facebook at the STS Guys, and I am Larry from the STS Guys.
I'll say it, shilling like a villain.
Shilling like a villain.
Ding 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 diggy ding ding. Ding 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 diggy ding ding.
And if you like coffee, go who doesn't? Go
I don't
find
actually.
I do a lot.
Tea?
It tastes like wet cigarettes. I'd
Delicious.
drink tea 100% over coffee. But
Wow,
go ahead. plug
You
the
are absolutely wrong. I mean,
Well, I guarantee you, Lost Astronaut Coffee Company tastes better than wet cigarettes. If you
I
use our
bet you it
link,
doesn't. I bet you it
if you
doesn't.
use our link, you can save some money or get some cool merch like that hat Scott's wearing. Lost Astronaut Coffee Company, it's the best.
it's the best.
And if you like podcasts, check out some of our friends who have podcasts.
Just a sec.
I
Sorry.
don't have friends. I got family.
There you
Gotta
go.
get better on the buttons.
I had scrolled away. I was looking at the comments. My bad.
He's doing two people's job though. He's hosting. He's doing the buttons. He's. You're doing fine. If you like podcasts, check out our friends of our podcast family, like Talking Pops, Pop Collectors Alliance, The Dork Spin, Secondary Heroes, Average Nerd Podcast, Nerdy Curious, Movie Retakes, The Toy Rewind Podcast, 3 Beers and a Mic, Just a Little Podcast, Jamie's 3000, The Raw Boys, coming soon,
Yeah, we're getting there.
real soon.
It's crapping. Also,
And you
don't be
can-
too impressed. He reads that off a piece of paper.
It's my
For people who
phone.
don't watch.
Digital paper.
Yeah, he's got the
Uh,
list that he maintains.
Yeah, he's like an Alex Trebek. He doesn't know the answers. He's reading them.
yeah.
You know, I probably had it pretty good memorized, but until we like took Geek Together off and Totally Rad, like till it changed, I probably had it pretty well memorized. But
I don't know.
whatever. You know, if you don't want to listen to my list, you could just go to crossthestreamsmedia.com and find some cool podcasts because a lot of those ones are on there. Hey, shout out to Dwayne.
Yeehaw!
Shout out
Rock
to Texas. Yeah, yes.
I just wanted to throw the yeehaw on there. I thought that was a good spot for that.
Shout
All
out to
right.
Texas.
So let's go ahead and take this out here. So
Yes, please.
for episode 211 of the STS podcast, STS Guys Podcast.
There you go.
I know I was going to do it.
I
am
can't believe
Scott.
you fucked it up right at the end.
At the end, I was going so quick.
I'm glad you caught it because I was going to give you a hard time. Be like, Scott, it's the STS guys.
I've only done this 11 times, guys. So
Okay.
yes, for that, I'm Scott,
Hey, it's Larry.
I'm Mike.
and we're the STS Guys. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Bye.